YouTube, it's Hannah. I wanted to talk today about DBT, motion regulation. I have a little sheet. I know it's been like 2 weeks since I've been on here. It's just been absolutely crazy. But so this is what it says. Reducing vulnerability to negative emotions. So these are the skills that you can use to keep your guard, well, not your guard up, but to keep you strong emotionally, physically, and spiritually, so that those negative thoughts, or for some of you, you refer to it as your eating disorder thoughts, or your depression thoughts, or so on and so forth, so they don't come in and sneak in when you least expect it. Ooh, that sounds like a movie. Okay, so treat physical illness. I'll get into detail with all of them. Treat physical illness, balance eating, which is very important. Avoid mood-altering drugs. Balance sleep. Get exercise, not too much. Keep it moderate exercise. Build mastery, and I'm assuming that build mastery is building mastery over these skills, but we'll find out when I read further. Treat physical illness. Take care of your body. See a doctor when necessary. Take prescribed medication. I don't know about any of you, but when I'm sick, those negative thoughts are very, it's really easy for me to start feeling really bad, or to believe that voice in my head that I'm not, that I'm a bad person, or I'm not worthwhile, etc., so on and so forth. Balanced eating. Don't eat too much or too little. Stay away from foods that make you feel overly emotional. And when they say don't stay away, or do stay away from foods that make you feel overly emotional, I would think for some of you out there who are binge eaters or bulimics, that there is a trigger food. I know that there's some things that I don't eat anymore, and that is steps that I'm taking in my own recovery, like that trigger binges and purges for me, like, I don't know, like certain types of ice cream I don't have, and I'm working towards it because I don't think that it's good to stay away from that for such a long time, because you're afraid of falling into symptoms by using it. But once you're in but until you're in a stable form of recovery, then I think it would be okay to avoid. Again, I'm not a professional. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm reading it off a sheet of paper. Come on, guys. So don't eat too much. Don't eat too little. Everyone's telling you that. I won't harp on too much about that. Except, when I don't eat, I'm a cranky bitch. I'm not happy. I'm angsty, and I know I am. And when I overeat, I feel the same. I feel really upset with myself, or the eating disorder voice is really loud and just crazy. So avoid mood-altering drugs. Stay off of non-prescribed drugs, including alcohol. This is how y'all feel, if you want to do that. I mean, the sheet says you should, so maybe you should. But, I don't take any drugs. I'm not on drugs. I do not drink alcohol. And it's not, it's not my thing. It's not that I'm like, oh, y'all shouldn't drink alcohol. It's not one of my things. I don't really like the taste, and I know, crazy. Yeah. So, balance sleep. Oh, guys, balance sleep. Come on. It's good. It is good for you. I know all you know this, balance sleep. Of course you know this. When you're little kids and your parents made you go to bed early right before tests. Like, benchmarks. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the benchmarks. I'm in classes now, and there are a lot of parents in my class who have kids who are getting ready to, or have already taken the benchmark, and they were sending their kids to bed early because they wanted their kids to be on top of their game. You know, they had a. Well, that's the same thing with keeping the negative thoughts away. You got to be on your game, so you got to sleep. And that really goes into eating enough and not eating too little, not overeating. Because if you do that, you'll throw your body out of whack and then you won't be able to sleep. Trust me, I know these things. I mean, it's not the same for everyone, but for me personally it was. Get exercise. Do some sort of exercise every day. Try to build up to 20 minutes of vigorous exercise. Now guys, this is assuming that you don't have an exercise addiction. If you have that, I would definitely refer to your doctor before you know, listen to any of these DBT-nesses things. Yeah, talk to your doctor. Build mastery. Try to do one thing a day to make yourself feel competent and in control. Okay, so I was completely wrong. It's not about using the skills at a mastery level, but instead it's like, I don't know, like memorizing songs and building mastery and memorizing the song, or I guess something that will make, well, it says make you feel competent. So read a book, or designate how many pages you're going to read every day of the ginormous ass book, like that big. I don't know what's a good example of that. I'm looking at my bookshelf. Gone with the Wind. I have 2 different copies of it, so it's like that. But just, you know, or pick anything you want to become a master at. Anyway, so that was my ridiculous version of DBT, emotion regulation. Part 1 of probably several. There are more, but I think that I don't want to bore you over that right now. So I hope that all of you are just fab. I'm trucking along right now, so until next time, I'll see you later.